Welcome one and all. This is Ed and El Unfiltered. My name is Ed, and that is
L.
I hope you, whether you sit down now or you team up, I hope you're comfortable because we get like a great show for you today, okay? Now, but before we get to all of that, just to give you like a quick touch on why we're doing this, right? So we all know, especially Africa and Saloon in particular, there's a lot of stuff now taboo, okay? People know they talk enough. And there's a lot of narratives where they out there where we want for change a little bit. And we want for start a conversation. So this is what this is about, okay? So waiting they say not to gospel, waiting they say not to say that that's no more than de facto. But want for start something where you go sit down and also you say, you know what? I don't agree with what he says so. Or what he says so exactly what they think. So that's what this is about, okay? So sit tight. The topic for today is divorce a curse or a blessing in disguise? Okay? So basically, what we try to say is divorce, which means when people are married and then don't decide for parts. Now, blessing or a bad thing, right? So that's what we have to talk about today. However, we're going to go on a break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now, as I said before we go on the break, our topic today is divorce a curse or a blessing in disguise, okay? Now, for help we forget this show going properly and all, as you notice, we're in a bar, okay? Lively bar, cozy, and fun. But for ladies' body work, you know, so you need help, right? So we bartender for today and moving forward. Now, Dr. Pep. That's him. All right. Thank you so much. So, L.
Yes. What up?
So where do you sit, stand, or lie on this one?
First of all, I'm really excited for this. I like the fact what you mentioned about, people don't want to forget conversations. And this time around, Unfiltered, when they filter nothing, we get conversations. A curse or a blessing in disguise? Honestly, I think it's both.
Okay.
As we go, I will talk the reason why. For some, it's a blessing. For some, it's a curse. Especially, I would say the one that we're not independent. Where something up talk one nowadays, for example, left you man, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Then they go down and begin to suffer. Although, then you say, when I talk, I don't say, free po, better bastard gently. Right. So either way, but at the same time, when you look at, in the sight of God, then you say, fine for divorce. So maybe it's not the cross cancer because it's not supposed to be so. But some of we all would have married. At the end of the day, shit happens. We, unfortunately, I'm a divorcee and he's divorced as well. Yeah, why are you expecting divorce? Okay. But so it's not really supposed to happen. So in other words, you get past the go to you say, no, it's a curse. Like, well, you don't marry, you don't marry. Mm-hmm. But to say I'm not in a good space, I am. But that's for me. And I'm glad the way you also make the note say, wait till I talk now, so it's clearly my opinion, how I feel, and and the things and why sometimes me divorce. So because of that, actually, woman and we think you always blame. Why you divorce? Why you left you? Oh, look, I not see us because we're in our street. So me, I had to go back to you, Ed, for real. You've been married actually twice.
I have been, yes.
Damn.
I know.
Damn, once, but twice. Why? What's the reason? First divorce before we go to the second one, because these are two different human beings. So why are you divorced anyways?
Man, okay. This is deep. So first of all, usually I'm not supposed to explain me. Most people don't even know why I ever got out of anything, right? Because I don't talk. Yeah, me can just move on. Okay. So basically, the first one, there was a lot of things involved. I think I can only speak for me, right? Because she's not here, so I can't talk for her.
Right.
And first of all, the first thing I've been very, very lucky. I think I've said this so many times. I'm very lucky with women. Okay, where both cases, these were amazing people, right? Or else we're not even not married in the first place. They were amazing. Okay. It just happened for me say when you finally get in there, sometimes it doesn't always pan out as you start. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in that first case, I think she was insecure in so many ways with the whole buck thing back in the Denton. You understand? And it's a shame because I believe she was very attracted to that individual and that persona in the beginning, right? The whole buck thing. Mm-hmm. But then I didn't in a way it's like okay, I want you to do this in the beginning, but then once you're married now, then you have to leave that behind and be this other person.
Okay.
You know? So and me and Apostle way to switch off. So not to like say I'm gonna host and I'm Buck. We're gonna host me a junior or whatever else you want to call me.
Right.
You understand? But somehow she was very insecure with that, as in, you know, going out and hanging out with friends, and she thought, oh, you because especially so when we met, not incident way, I've been in England incident day, and she was in America, and then we can't salon on a wedding.
Okay.
And then we kind of meet. But this is possible I've known her before a while back when we were younger. So we kind of hit it off, and then we do the distance thing for a little while.
Okay.
And then it got to a point she's like, oh, you know what, maybe for move over here and all that stuff, right? And then I'm like, okay. First we fought over that as well because I didn't want to leave. I mean, just don't come to England, can't salon, and I was settled here. I had a business going and all that stuff, which I was fine with. But then she wanted to leave. She wanted me to go at each point. Say, oh, if you don't come, we'll miss any car again and da da da. But then we're married already in Sierra Leone force. That's anyway.
Okay.
So anyway, got to long story short, got to a point where I had to go. So I did go. Then when we got there now, started having a lot of problems, like a lot, like little things. First of all, she tried to emasculate me big time, as in try for time may you know say, well, this
Like
not to
me?
salon, then this is about me. You
Really?
know? Yes, because when it got to a point, yeah, it's like, oh, this is not me. And especially, you know how it is. If you move to a new country, whoever you meet today, now you depend on for everything, right? Especially at the beginning. So even the small shop where they around the corner, na inga for say, and under the shop there, na yeah, for go do this. Now
Yeah, because you don't know. Now,
Right, you
because
don't know
I'm like,
anything
come on,
and stuff. Yeah,
oh,
so we
wow.
kind of struggled big time with that, you know. And then I had obviously I moved with my son, right? So I had him to deal with as well. So it was just difficult all around. So we tried. My parents were really supportive, but I think for me that was like the hardest. It was really tough. It got to a point. It was driving me mad. And she was confrontational in a lot as well. So we did a lot of that.
Wait, you didn't know all that before you guys decided to do that?
No.
Because on certain day I feel like although some people are good at faking, you know, until they get what they want, but normally even phone conversations, like when you say, oh, now don't they do this long distance? I mean, I'm thinking.
Yeah, well, so that's the thing though. So sometimes, if she comes to Sierra Leone, most times it will be like a month, 2 months. I don't even think she ever did 2 months here. It was mostly like, so it's not the same where person can visit and where person stay.
Come visit and come stay.
There you go.
It's two different
so
things.
it was tough. It was tough, and it just didn't work. We tried. It's
How long was it? were you guys married for?
In total, it was probably about 3.5 years, maybe. Yeah.
And then with all that, you know, land, then you go married back.
And then
you
yes,
divorced back.
yeah. Well, I got married again. So in the second instance, right? The second instance was like my puppy love kind of thing. So me at this possible way, I don't generally forget. You know, time internet. So me previous one, I knew when I was 15. Right, then Tanya Edwards, she was in St. Joseph's Convent and all that stuff. So we get this popular because we were neighbors when we were young, and then yes, and then the love not go no side because we were kids, and then we traveled, I go England, and then she actually incidentally she was there as well, but then we never see. Then we go America. We lived in the same county, and in fact same area, and then one day here until my sister came over to visit one day, and he called me. I didn't know, like, but guess what's happening? Guess who that I see? Who that I did with? So I'm like, who? He give the phone. I'm like, hello, the person talking. You know, we hit it off. We kind of got conversation and stuff. And it was honestly, it was great. She's an amazing person and beautiful person and all that stuff. But I think with us, it was the personality and all that stuff as well. Kind of clashed a whole lot. Family was tough. You know, she comes from, I don't want to say, but she comes from one of those tribes that was hard. You know, and then religion was part of that. So we had a lot to deal with. You know, she was Muslim and I'm Christian. Family wanted me to be Muslim. I couldn't do that because I didn't think I needed to do that because she had been married before. Okay, myself don't marry before.
So it's like two different.
You know, I'm like, do we need to do this now? You know what I mean? So we had a lot we've been to deal with anyway, and it got to a point where we just couldn't. You know. It just couldn't work. It was tough, but it just couldn't work.
So, I mean, for you, would you say is it a blessing, or is something where you sit there and say, I wish I was still married, or you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, when you leave, like you say, you know, they know where to get till it's gone or something. So, are you ever in that position that you feel like, say, maybe you don't go to either one of them again?
No. Going back to those people, no. I miss being married though, because I like being in situations
So
like
you're
that.
like the family man.
Yes,
and-
so this is the thing. Even before, so my parents have been married for 50 years, man.
Imagine
You understand? So I grew up in a home where I don't see married don't work. You understand?
Well, I didn't feel so like for make you know, well, like you say, two different people. Never mind.
Right, and the other thing, most of the thing, in fact, don't forget, say, our mothers are from way back then, and how them being tan, and you know what I mean, being submissive and compromise and give and take and all sacrifice that they made. Nowadays, I'm sorry, man, but nowadays women don't do that. You understand? Because of the independence now and the education and all that stuff. It's like, you know what? I don't need to take this.
Okay.
You understand? So, yeah, no, but going back to those people, nah, maybe not.
All right, I'm pretty sure they're watching. They know. It's okay. You know,
Love
like
them,
say,
though.
Jean, you, I know,
I love
I
them.
don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I think so. I think it's okay.
I need to hear yours, though.
Are you sure about that? Oh no, we're not having that conversation here. No, we're not. But anyways, for me, you know, I think we didn't really get to know each other properly. I think we just got excited. You know, like when you meet somebody, and me now, I would look for, you know, somebody. Of course, like I'm like somebody who we go accept me for who I am. Like, you know, the internet. Imagine I still drink alcohol, but you know what I mean. I was actually even smoking, you know, and cigarettes, not the other stuff, but all the stuff. I was just really in my element. And then I get people that we actually meet over the years, where now more of they don't want me to be me. Like this celeb, they want this, you know, submissive, right? No means I'm not submissive, but like somebody where just maybe open shop or they go work 9 to 5. Imagine me don't do that how many years for my graduates, like you always say, now that make an American answer, because imagine from graduation to school 9 to 5 for years, you understand? So you get people that, you know, and now going back, I actually appreciate those people who actually be telling me, say, no, me, I know, man, way out there like that, so me, I want, you know, have they look and say, better. But I appreciate them because they were being truthful. They lived the truth. While this one now, you know, is more like, I mean, everything was good. I think he's a good human being. I think it's just the people around, salon people them. You don't marry to a Linkista, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. Automatically, because they didn't know him, it wasn't really popular. Or I'm just facing maybe the son, maybe they do fine. You know, it's possible, like, actually, his master's level has a good job. You know, because, you know, he was younger. So, Omami just get their own. I think Danny really gets an age small. So, the first 2 years, to be honest, it was the bomb. It was me and him all over, partying, drinking, chilling, everything. Like, we were, you know, we're having a ball. And we've been doing traditional before, and you understand what I mean? So, because of that, you know, I think Nade, the cool part's been there. But eventually, when we actually go registry, I feel like for saying Nade, everything can go down the drain and stuff like that. You know, but I mean, this explanation long. I think I need a drink, man. Because
Yeah, I'll have one too. Absolutely.
I mean, Dr. Pepper, I need a drink because now I'm thinking about
Don't forget, life they say is like a spicy cocktail.
Oh, yes. I like the sound of that. Because I definitely need something for continuous explanation.
Oh, there you go. Thank you very much.
Yeah, nice. Thank you.
Well, hey.
So yeah, I feel like for Sina Dandy, then all of a sudden it was more like, but prior to that, oh man, now, you know, Elinkisa, we grew up together. You know, Elinkisa is the brand, you don't know, you know. And then Oman began, first of all, they changed name first. It was a big deal. Like, oh my God, for changing name and everything else. You know, I'm like, I don't need for change my name. Everyone knows I'm married. We posted it on social media. Like, you know, it is what it is. So because people they tell her, oh, look down there, then at this TV, married, look now. I mean, don't change your name, this and that. So all of a sudden, it was more about the Elinkisa being herself to Elinkisa being somebody, you know, totally different. Me, I can always say, for my small, even me pictures and people that see the life on social media, you know, it's more like I wear shorts. You know, because, you know, I can always say, I got for show me a couple of foods. So I don't, the other thing. So I think I do want to show somebody, you know, I think it was more of the day. Say, like, Elinkisa, I don't mind, still then I stage you wear short skirts. So my job for change all of a sudden. But you know I was doing all of these things.
Right.
Like, why all of a sudden you trying to, you know, and not so even him. Because I think say he appreciates me, being not, but I just people them. And I think because immaturity too. I think if you be mature enough, if you be able to handle and for say, that's what I want them. Versus, but then if they bring come home, like, oh, they say they see and that. They say you this that. They say that they boy you meet me first of all meet for our streets. I mean, I was wearing the festival. I was out in the streets, you know. But anyways, The juicy day. I think we should take a break right now. I need a drink before I continue my explanation on this one. Let's go for a break. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Ed and L Unfiltered podcast. Of course, Ed is here and I'm L. What's we talk about against him? Because I think that when I jump that conversation, what's we talk about?
You've been to tell me about why you get into all the stuff. What happened?
Do I need
Stuff
to continue?
with family. Yes, of course. I want to know.
How much you get?
Absolutely.
How much you get?
Plenty. Carry
Okay.
on no more.
But yeah, like I say, I think what's up for say with him, he in of himself is a good person. I think it was just listening to people a lot, and I can always tell and say the way Sierra Leoneans are, they want to be in your spot, but then they make you feel like for say, oh, I'm not worthy, in other words, like for say because I don't marry now, all of a sudden that African start long way, fixing African now begin to. But I never fake from the beginning. I never begin making for say, oh my God, I can't cook cassava leaf, I can't tie lapa. It was never that. It was straight up, this is who I am. And me said look for somebody who will compliment me, like, and we're good. I not get for live a lie and everything else. So for me, I never really lied for say something about mine not change. So I didn't get it. So we go kind of say little things, more so I think say the village people they involve a lot. It's so funny. I think I'm reading a post of somebody say somebody when the cats are village people that can be part of it. I actually thought about it. I was like, maybe not too.
You know what? I believe that.
Because honestly, to be honest, if you really ask me deeply, I think the village people they
absolutely
be involved. Because the way everything just happened, he was cool. Don't get me wrong. He's a good human being. Me not being of course care. He's a humble soul, but it's just everything else. And sometimes even the anger or the boku talk, say like I don't think you're yourself. And me now, I mean, it's like my own ego. Don't get me wrong. I might have a strong personality. Like I said, I'm not ever try for make this woman feminine. I was always me. But I believe also, and then I think so more so we not give yourself enough time. Even at the time, we not be looking and say, we were rushing. We didn't look at it that way. Love maybe would have been lost, but that kind it's a new love, no better, it's kind of thing. And I was ready. Instead of you look and say, I don't get to it at once, waiting for wait, you understand? Prior to even you, I've done talk and say before them second masters, I for so mommy get their own different plans. So I feel like for say we so now maybe come to think of it, they say maybe so we rush into it. So I'll probably go agree now, as much as I don't want to confess it. But and more because we prayed. I prayed, I don't know, he prayed. But that's another thing. I feel like for say now with marriage, you need to really take your time. You have to just pray a lot and everything else, and may God just direct you. But I go tell you say 70 to 80%, those are village people. Were involved. But it didn't work out. And for me, I chose happiness. Of course, he didn't want it. I was like, one time, he tell for we really tell for will come out. But I just feel like for say it will get worse and worse and worse because now it was just fire. It was just fire. In other words, I think I made it in the attack more because I tend to not even want to see him. Like, I was just, So I feel like for say it was just fire. And I'm looking at like, say, maybe yesterday and now. So it's like that, there's a thin line between love and hate kind of thing. So now I feel like that make I kind of convinced for say, dang, what happened? Even though he wasn't perfect, he was doing shit, don't get me wrong. But Daniel may not even know. But actually I would say everything in a way, we married on done. Now actually but they say I'm like, ain't nobody saying nothing. And now so I know what they say actually know of a situation. You know what I mean? And where I don't meet her with anybody. Matter of fact, I think say if me and I'm married, do say they cheat to it. Come to think of it. So, if I'm gonna watch this, be like, oh, EK, because I said they call me like EK. I know. Sorry, you still my G. You probably look at the EK. But yeah, but it's not for say I pull anybody, But everything was just a lot. Yeah. And I think that's it. So for me, it was a blessing because now I'm at peace. I'm okay, and now I don't conquer. In other words, nobody knows I'm not married because I'm saying in the back, this whole thing was married, look because I'm talk at some point. It's just in career business, no, I'm married, no, I'm born peking, no, I'm settled. This book talk, don't mean that they listen to people there. But all that, they hidden funny thing, and they very happy now. He look like I go married, me they choose. Okay, you understand? The heart wants what the heart
What it
wants.
wants,
You understand
right,
what I mean?
right.
It was just boku boku, but we didn't really care. And because of that, that's why I was like, this is going to work. Because the haters were a lot, you know. And then eventually, you guys look cute together. Stupid
course,
people.
necessarily,
They
yeah.
just boku boku. But now I'm at peace. If you ask me, do I, do I want to go back to marriage? I don't know. Maybe if I fall in love, I got married.
But how? It's okay. Just, not to interrupt you, but how was the breakup? The final done? Was it amicable? Was it?
Yeah, it was eventually.
Terrible, was
no,
it?
no,
Was it a
it
good
was
one?
eventually because we had a conversation. But prior to that, we know because I've been talk already. Said I wanted this, I wanted this. Got family involved and everything else. I wanted this, I wanted this. So we kind of like don't know, but just not be physical really happened. You know, and then when it actually happened, I contacted the lawyer. But it's so funny. Even the divorce laws they don't change. So I actually not get anything for actually divorce. So in other words, so we get, imagine now we get for go bigger now. You know, I tell me, Lord, so go bigger now. Let me actually ask for the divorce, and then because I wasn't in town at that time.
Well, you couldn't ask.
No, because I didn't have anything. I been fitted that whole thing about.
What do you mean you didn't have anything?
I mean, I don't have, adultery or maybe I have proof of cheating or,
Okay.
say for some get out.
Or you need to have some kind of a reason why you break.
Yeah, and then we, all that stuff. Like that's when I knew all that. Like I didn't really, for say to go one picking our streets or this or that. Even if you do that stuff, I don't know.
So what? So why did you? What was that? So
No,
that-
I
I'm confused
just
now.
wasn't happy anymore. So I wasn't really, doing
So
anything. I was
the
just
whole thing
depressed
lost
at
the
some point.
spark or something?
I think
You
so.
weren't fighting? No.
No, not really. After a while, it was just really, like, okay, let's try to make it work. I'm like, no, we're good, but I just don't want to be here anymore. Like, I didn't want to be there anymore. You understand? So eventually, I wasn't here. So from away, so me, my lawyer just decided for talk to her and say like, I forgot the name of it. For say I left my home or something. So it's so funny, and I make the last time people they talk boku boku. Yes, you'll see it because that's public record, but really it was an agreement. Anyways, divorces happen, so it's cool. But if you get for put now, say I forgot what it's called. For say I left the marriage, so unable for divorce me for say she
Okay,
left.
okay.
You understand? But we had to really think of something. So we I just call her and talk to her big to make him do am because if me do am, we still would have been married. But then eventually that one worked. So we went. I think it took a year and a half. And then it happened. So I think it happened. I realized I'm like, see, Ike, like we really divorced Bing. I'm like, Bing.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You're still gonna be my boy.
Yeah.
But right now, I just need. If we meant for B, down the line, it go happen. We don't know that you marry again. We go marry again. We to go say, do I give a shit what anybody says in the country? No. Do you give a shit? No. So Lord look and say, Lord take this break. But I still need for be free. I still don't want for feel like for say you have a hold because if they look and say we can be separated, but not actually divorced. You understand? But I was like, no. We for go now out and call her register again. Not big deal. Wait till so go register again. So for me, that's the way I looked at it. I'm like, let's finish it. If we meet up again, we'll go back. We'll start from scratch. That's all good. All that boku. But now I think I'm loving my life right now. I'm chilling like a villain.
Well, it's the beginning of the incident is always really tough because, like for me, in my case, it was really tough in the beginning. Like that first probably 3 to 6 months was really hard. Even though technically I left because we had a home together and all that stuff.
Okay.
But I didn't way. As I said, this is not way. I have no doubt in this world as to her feelings for me. You understand? I don't get none. And not to cheating, not to abuse, not to mommy calls, not to none of that stuff. You understand? There was none of that. But it got to a point where I still remember this day. It was during COVID and incidents. Yes. In last speaking now that me God child. So
the dancer, the celeb.
Yes.
I call her a celeb. I love that child.
It was her birthday and stuff, so my mom makes on teen and this, that, and then I had to go there. But I think, girl gets, I know she was in a feeling somewhere because now we all two supposed to.
Which one of them are we talking about right now?
The last marriage.
Oh, okay.
The first one, let's forget that, man. That's way before. That's like, that's 2008, 2009. That's a long time ago. Leave that alone.
Still.
So this one, you understand?
Okay.
And then
so be specific. Divorce
yes.
number
Oh,
one.
stop it.
Divorce number two. Be specific.
Anyway, number
the
two.
last one, number two. Got it.
That's more relevant. So that's when I had to talk about. And I think I was more mature in this second one than the first one. You understand?
Okay.
The first one was, we're young, yeah, let's do this, whatever. You understand? This one, I'd learned. That's the other thing, though. I mean, I learned so much from the first situation we make this second one. I really tried. Like, seriously. I was beside myself in trying. Like, I tried to my sister, they call me something, they say, my brother don't go. Like, like seriously.
Because I'm sorry, I don't know if I cut you off, but I know how petty you can be, though, because I know this one.
Yes,
you
but
know? So
I'm
thinking, imagine you, petty, very bug, and then having to deal with this. You try shit, give me 5.
Believe what I tell you. I did everything. Me not be this guy where I tell you. I finished work. Okay, I worked probably like 10 minutes from the house.
Okay.
We live in Clarksburg. I mean, walk down Gettysburg, so it's really close. I left work every day. I finish work, I come home. First, while I come home work, I call, hey babe, what's up? Waiting there for it, anything there for da. Or if nothing, all day, I go shop and I go home and cook. Me, I come out salon, I not sabi well what's safe.
Because you're spoiled.
I was totally spoiled. You understand?
Right.
My mom's not been if I still.
I know, you ain't got a
housewife. You understand me? 12 o'clock midday, I go in the house with cook done. 12 o'clock every day. So food always there. I not sabi do nothing. I left salon. I not sabi do nothing for myself. I go to a dinner with this woman. I was like, seriously. If they say Thanksgiving,
are you cook?
I'm chef. I'm there doing this in the oven, doing this, like totally. I know they go no side. Why they tell you about waiting? I won't go anywhere. I'm home. So I really tired. You understand? Like, as in, I don't date anyway. He didn't have phone with him. You know, the Padian they go, oh, me man, I don't call this. I don't know side this. If I don't say, I mean, not get a problem there. And also me man there every time. You understand? Because I was present. For say, imagine now, Edward, I need to go club, I need to go bar, I need to go pub, I'm home. I did everything at home. I watch TV, watch game, take the bikini there, we go play basketball or something. We come home. Like, that's all I did. You understand? When this stuff happened and we had to break, it was such a small thing. Now, when you talk about say the village people, there's no way I'm not convinced that black man is not involved. Because it was such a small thing for the kind feeling. And as I say, I have no doubts as to how this woman feel about me. So this is not something where we for fix. We've been able for fix her. First of all, we fought so hard to get married. So for like it broke over small something. After
What's
all
that
that fights, then we're not able to fix this. It's like it makes no
silly.
sense.
Like, how silly is how small?
It makes no sense. You understand?
So you guys broke up for?
Yes. So as I say, I went to this thing. This is not to say I go do that thing. I go to in Os, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm there, and I even called her. I'm like, hey, I'm here, and I make this. It was in his backyard. Don't make this. Don't make all these barbecues and stuff. I even took pictures. I sent them to him. I'm like, babe, listen, there's food here and there's shrimp, there's this, anything that we're interested in, this, that, so I can send for you. It's like, no, I don't want any. I begin to, something's wrong here. You know? Mm-hmm. Carried on. And then he said for gumbo. And anyway, eventually I came home, talked to her, and she was off with me. You understand? And she was on the phone with a friend. I got a little bit upset because even then I like video call and I came in and spoke to her and she just like, mm-hmm. So it's one thing where if you're disrespectful to me, just the two of us, and one way or another forcing somebody there, you understand? Mm-hmm. So I wasn't happy about it. So I left it and I walked away. Came back after I done at the phone. I'm like, hey, I didn't like how you talked to me. She's like, yeah, whatever. Didn't even bother to take blankets and come and eat. No, never spoke to me. You cannot believe that was the last conversation we had. And we were
way.
Yes, and we're in that house. We're in that house.
No.
I'm serious. We're in that house for after that probably like a month and a half, 2 or maybe even 3 months without even speaking. We slept on the same bed. Okay, we had a really huge bathroom, so his and hers. So in the morning we were ready for go walk. I didn't have my own sink. The brush meeting should be right there. She wouldn't even.
You guys are not talking
no hello,
at all.
no nothing. Yes, for a while. All right. And then it was really bad. It was really bad. And
damn.
But I think the bottom line of all that, I'm not trying to call her out now. I hope, hey, I love you, man. But the thing is, the main problem I think we had was she at some point before that they actually say she never say sorry. Never. And if you have that, then you're doomed to fail. Because whose relationship the way somebody not get for say sorry at some point.
Okay.
You understand? Somebody's gonna wrong somebody at some, and we all nobody perfect. Pass you feel Jesus also. But everybody else at some point they wrong somebody.
Of course.
You understand? So you forever and she never did. These are things I remember calling my dad in town and said, Daddy, now so it's okay. You know what you need for do? Set the example. Mm-hmm. If something happen, you go to her and say sorry and all that stuff. If you lead, after all, you're older and you're the man, right? If you show that kind of humility and stuff, maybe she'll learn from it. My parents were really involved. Mama, Papa didn't get him. They'll call her and say, hey, man.
She'll not respond at all.
I remember, really funny and really quick. I I remember when like this thing, it was really bad now and stuff, and I even had the conversation with her. I'm like, listen, if this thing, if we're not fixing it, I'm going to leave. She's like, okay, whatever, right? And then she spoke to my parents anyway. And I remember one day I'm sitting in the living room and I'm watching TV, yeah. And then if they pass past the kitchen and open, so I knew she wanted to say something. So you don't go open for a while. Say, and finally, she calls me Junior. So he's like, Junior, I can talk to you for a second. I'm like, sure. She sat next to me. I paused the TV. I'm like, what's up? And she's like, so I talked to Daddy Buck, and that's how you call my dad. I talked to Daddy Buck today. First of all, that was off because I'm sure me pops tell and say, listen, if you're going, first of all, that's your husband, not your boyfriend. Not make it left the house. He has to be in there, you understand? Not make it go. When I fix whatever day, you understand?
Yep.
So our conversation was, I talked to Daddy Buck today, and he said, make I talk to you. So straight away, that was off because you should have probably talk like saying that you did talk rather than saying that somebody make they can't talk to you.
Like
you understand? So okay, and then I turned the blind eye to that. And then next thing that she said was, I want to let you know, first of all, say, me, I'm not the first no man for deal with me. So after that, I just switched off. I'm like, okay, this is done. Right? Because that's not how you fix a problem.
I think you're right about the ego part though.
Huge.
No, I agree now.
And then so it just snowballed, and then it got to a point like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. But even
it's so funny, like what you say right now, sometimes then go they listen and they watch and probably they have their own. So we fucked up in the process, maybe. But it is what it is. I think we just talk about what happened. But like I said, with money, I mean, it was cool. It was workable, but I think like what you just talk, I just believe my village people got involved because it was. I didn't hate them, but it was a thing where I know say if I get for day together one more day, for example, like somebody gonna die. That's how I felt. So after that time, then just this relief.
Yeah.
And then I can actually have a conversation with them. You go, kind of people come on me like.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. Yeah. But then if you ask me, I still don't want to go there though. I think.
I don't think I want to.
But I think for Sierra Leoneans, I think waiting they happen in that salon, now more of waiting people then go talk. Like kind of people will look away and probably even they say, oh, they're not be some people better for them, this and that. But I'm not saying they're not happy homes. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that. Mm-hmm. But I think salon, most of the marriages are scam.
No.
Like,
dude,
I know people that way they forget it with one for divorce, but it's either because of the kids.
Yep. Waiting people go say how we
more
go look.
Of this waiting people go say, and they're just there. They're unhappy and they're cheating and doing all this stuff.
I'd rather be single.
Me.
I'd rather be by myself.
They said shit
then you
about
can
me.
do whatever you want.
Then
Yep.
No, I don't.
Yep.
But I am good now, and now you look me the head on my lifestyle. Talk about look at her, she's free and happy. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think I have a hustle. Yeah. I can't say salon no work. I go back to America, but I get a degree there. I go work. I get experience.
Correct.
You guys are stuck. That's what it is. Correct. I don't need man for feel like for say
Correct.
I'm this person or whatever. But I think say salon, man, I unable count. I don't think say 10%. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I'm sorry. Don't come for me. But I don't think say we even get 10% of happy homes in Sierra Leone. Maybe like personal parents that we don't pass 30, 40
well,
years.
That one they will not even count because that generation is out of it's I mean not to then. These people, my dad is like 80. You understand? So you don't count them anymore.
He's 80.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can't even count them. You understand? But like we own generation and our peers and stuff, it's tough. You understand? These people out there, like a lot of them, you stay, as we say, just because of, the kids, I go look, I go tan, and this, that. I know people where they're married, on Sundays, they get into one car and go to church, and then they come home and get separate rooms, all man, they do your own thing, and this, that, everybody, they date other people, and this, that, but they're married still. So I'm like, and me now, I don't know, me on makeup, I don't do that. If you not work at the come on, married not to jail. You understand? If you not feel like anymore, get out. Why stay there? Why?
Right. We know. We just play it off.
Dr. Pepper, you have any opinion on this?
Well, actually, you guys have talked a lot to an extent that I've lost my words. But laugh at me words.
You know my idiots.
I shouldn't even ask you then. I shouldn't ask.
Mind you, guys. I'm not a relationship expert, nor have I ever married before. I just want to give me your tips. First of all, let me talk about marriage. What will lead to the breakdown of the marriage? According to Sierra Leone Constitution and also the Matrimonial Causes Act 2017, I think it serves as a general umbrella for some of the reasons of divorce. As you rightly says, like irreconcilable differences, adultery, cheating, and so on and so forth. But when I be dey listen to you, you talk say like you were a bit dominated by the wife. Am I correct?
No.
Like she became more feministic on your own part.
first one-
Emasculated, not
Okay,
dominated.
emasculated. Sorry, thank you. Then you talked about you being the chef or cook. It's so
Second
weird.
marriage.
It's so weird. For me, when it comes to cooking and the household chores, I don't use for the Holland. Now the way they train me upbringing. And also, I believe say some of the best cooks in the world. Now, man.
Of course.
Then, Ellen Kista, back to you. You say, like, una be happy? Yes. But I believe, say, married, now, like a partnership, wherein two parties that they come together, like, una they bring una a game there. It's a bit like, where you see, baby, where one go and I say, so they swag to the under. Then
All right,
all of a sudden,
excuse me, hold that thought, okay? Let's go on a break and we'll be right back. We'll get back with Dr. Pepper. Welcome back. Okay, so we don't come back. Okay, we take a short break. We're back now. So before we go, Dr. Pepper will give you your own opinion on this marriage thing. He's not married though, so someone wait till they say I kind of like, but you know what? He's a smart dude. So yes, back to you.
okay, so as I be they say, like, when I was they bring una a game, you don't kids. I can vividly remember Ellen Kista, but that just on aside. Now, relationship, marriage, we are talking about feelings here. Feelings, when one or either of the party, then feelings don't be tampered with. There comes the irreconcilable differences, like the nagging, they put beaucoup resentment.
Wait,
At the end of the day, they bring other partners
sorry, Dr. Pepper, this irreconcilable differences, I think now it's mentioned earlier. You know, say now, I know you talk about your constitution and all that, but for some reason now, you know, it's not, they don't accept it for divorce.
That's just an aside.
Right, because before
You know-
I thought they could.
You know,
That's what I'm
the
saying, they
interpretation
used. It didn't
differ.
work.
I know, Wok.
No.
You know, interpretation differ. What
Right.
might be accepted here in Sierra Leone might not be accepted in other countries.
Okay.
So, now, when I don't come together, then all of a sudden, we see a breakdown in the relationship. First, when I say relationship don't break down, salon, divorce has become like an oxygen in the daily activities of life.
Can I
You will
interrupt you
see,
again? I'm sorry. Can I interrupt you again? Can you fix us another drink?
no
Please?
problem.
Yes.
He got to
I
because
hope you can multitask.
Yes.
You can do the drink and
No
talk. at the same
problem.
because-
Then also, Facebook, people that they watch, mind you, waiting are the first way people that they go look for. Now, Facebook profiles, pictures that they say, they don't delete too. Now they back don't delete too. This they don't part.
true.
This they don't part. But also Facebook, now like married courts, like where you get the legal courts where people they go divorce. We see nowadays people they jubilate in the downfall of marriages. It's bad. I believe life is like a concussion, like a spicy cocktail. It has its ups and downs. Other people have gone through it and have succeeded. So if you go into marriage, it not work for you, it serves as, let me say, what should I say? I've lost my tongue.
I think
It
it's
serves as a recipe, like a therapy, like for get you liberation, like for free yourself.
Yeah.
Then also some can say, nah, a cost, because imagine the two matrimony, the two people being put together at the end of the day. They say breakdown, where a pastor or imam don't come together. So just take a sip and
Anyways, Dr. Pepper, for you and not married, you know, explain about the marriage thing. However, I think say, you know, you know, it is what it is. I think the part I agree with now, just to say, you know, I guess it's to each his own. I
Right.
think it to each his
Absolutely.
own. I
Absolutely.
just feel bad for the ones that are in there. Like we talk something like, but the only way they go church separate, you know, same car, but then living separate lives, and so that they fake. You know, and I'm boku.
Right.
You understand? So I feel bad for just the one the normal way, basically. In other words, you know, they can't leave.
Yeah.
You know, I wish you're able to. You can do it by yourself. Now, make woman, for example, you just really got to fight to be independent, because most of these people stuck in these marriages is because they cannot really do for themselves. Now, I mean, man, you do all things. Like, picking them, go start. You know, I just pray you're able to move. But anyways, you know, I mean, this show ya, so you know, get tell the man. This are waiting happened to me. I you know, I'm not perfect. I'm pretty sure I wronged them in so many other ways. But me just say the reason why, and I think like for say I actually believe the village people them Ed gets you on. But you can tell your own story. You can talk what happened to you. And not need for people a divorce, you know. I mean, tell the mommy I'm gonna read you letters. They write a letter to me, you know. Say me not the mommy, not sabi the mommy. But anyways, I'm going to advise you. I'm going to talk to you. So that segment they just send our Facebook page, of course, follow we, and then YouTube channel with our Ed and L Unfiltered podcast. And then, you know, we always got to respond to them. You know, tell them, mommy, tell me anything. You know, they say a conversation is good when talking to a stranger. The best conversation with a stranger. So you don't even put your name, even though on our Facebook, if you want, you can find way.
Yeah.
We're not going to call your name, so no worry. So feel free and tell what you feel. You can still comment on, you know, where till we don't talk. But like I say, no hold we to them. You know, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure, like, you know, like he doesn't. I mean, I should say getting on for left. It should say on for left. However, you know, I mean, waiting else about marriage. Like I say, do you want to get married again?
Who, me? I probably will.
Okay.
I probably will. Yeah, it depends, man. So this is the thing, though. So once you think about breakups, in regardless whether you're married or you not be married, I think take time for heal and get better and stuff, because it'd be super unfair for you to down there and can't go let somebody else go deal with the crap you don't deal with and all that stuff. So once you know you're well again, where you not get for the refer, go back to the other thing, because I think if I think you give the previous relationship too much power.
Okay.
If whatever then do to you don't change this outlook that you had in life, right, and relationships and stuff. You understand? So I think if you can, you understand, move on and find love again. There's plenty of good people out there. There's somebody for everybody. You understand? Maybe you had to kiss some frogs for let you meet the prince. You understand? So maybe you had to meet some people and we're not being the wrong one then. But hopefully those things prepare you for the good person we get from it. Based on that experience, you will get the best version of yourself.
Exactly.
You
and you don't learn from the other,
exactly.
So I believe in that.
So I'm totally open to that. If I meet somebody someday soon, I hope, we're good enough and make me feel like that, I'm getting in. The only thing is, it takes 3, right? 3 strikes, you're out. So this will be the third one. If it not happen again, I'm done.
But
Anybody can after that,
you might
I'm
be
done.
lucky though. It might be it.
It might be it. And you know what? It might be it.
Yes, exactly. You never know. For me, I mean, I just, you know, as I tell Papa God, I just say Papa God. Sometimes I'll be asking, I'll be to you. Now, you lead, I follow. And that's it. Just like, it is what it is. Just do your thing. You know, if you are married again, send you one way, you know, say this is going to be forever, because it's not something I'm really happy about. But even though I'm happy, I'm in a happy place, but like how they talk to me, I'm a Christian. This is something we're supposed to happen. You understand? But however, it is what it is.
It is
you know.
what it is.
But you know, I'm still available. No, I'm not available. I'm dating.
She's taken.
What's that song? I'm dating. Let me stop.
All right. So what's your last word?
You know, just live your truth. You know, not in a married way you unhappy. You know, if it not look to people, them this listening to people, I think that's what the issue is. Waiting and go say you know try for what come out as well. Like we say, some love or connection must one day make una get to that. Whether una be meet yesterday and married tomorrow, something connect to now. So maybe try to reignite the spark. If not, but I think more so don't be in there and be miserable. Where you lost your peace of mind, you've lost it. I know a lot of people, I said they're there, but they're not even happy at all. So don't try to be those people, you know. Don't try to be me either. I'm different. I'm not able to carry, I'm own cost to carry, so don't try to be me. However, but just try to be happy, you know. And happiness comes from within. You cannot make me happy. I cannot make you happy, like two people. Now, you get from make yourself happy. So I think that Andy, no more, and not forget for following our social media page. Tell the mommy anything, no more what you want for. Just talk to me, man. And definitely, you go hear me response. I mean, follow social media, write it there, send me a message. Whatever it is, we're open until the next episode.
So, Dr. Pepper, what's your last word? Real quick.
So mind you, as Ellen Kister say, relationship or marriage not for be like a continuous field of battle. We expect to pass through this world but once. So therefore, if there is any goodness or kindness that we can do or show to any fellow mankind, let's do it now. Sip responsibly and don't spill that diverse libation. Thank you.
Amen. All right, so
Amen,
for close,
amen.
I would say divorce is tough. It's tough on everybody, okay? Especially people that, I was lucky, there were no kids involved in my own divorce, so it was uncontested and we just finished. But, take care of yourself and each other. Until I see you next, peace, we're out.
We're out.